Ba 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 Bastards. That's you. That's me. We're Bastards. How are you? It is Friday. Classic Fridays. It is Dirk and soon to be Dirk and Oisin on the iBashers and the Oisin O'Malley Network tonight. I guess he didn't do Who Needs a Drink. I was so up my own hole today. Um, I finished the vocal for the Bastards Gallery. Emmett did a beautiful job in mixing it and writing it. He wrote the tune. I'm going to debut it on Sunday because I don't have visuals for it because I said I was up my own hole because I was. I tried to be slick and reached out to Shag Daddy Rocks and to JS and to his son Kyle, all wizards, and trying to figure out how to get a 20-second clip that would fit the lyrics, fit the occasion, which is the Bastards Gallery. You share it with me, and I share it with the world. And that is the tagline that Emmett actually put in the song. He wrote the whole thing. I can take no credit for it whatsoever. He sent it. I loved it because the O'Malley boys are just so freaking talented, and I'm a fan. And he sent it to me, and I said, "That's perfect. It's the most perfect thing ever, ever, ever." And I love he did a vocal on it, a scratch vocal, as we say in the biz, a scratch vocal or a guide vocal. And I loved it because I think Emmett's a great singer. He said under no circumstances, so I had to cut it today. And I also did a funny jokey Scorpions version, which I thought was fun, just because it sounded like the Scorpions. So now you know there's a theme to the Bastards Gallery, and it sounds like the Scorpions. Kind of. How are we? Who's in the room? Andrew Wolkowicz with Canadian $5. Yay! Let's see what we can give to you for that. How about a nice big old fashioned gong? Everybody's favorite head cheerleader, Mr. Andrew Wolkowicz. Thank you and welcome to first place. You got it back. Easy E is here, $10 American. Not upvoting because I would be number 13, and that's just bad luck. But I'll super chat and then I'll upvote later and hope for a nice 4-hour Friday. I don't know about 4 hours. You know what? I had my air conditioner on in the studio. It is so humid in New York right now. It is so New York. For all the people that can't wait to see it and come here, stay in your beautiful air conditioned hotel rooms because when it gets hot in New York, it's the most disgusting, sticky, grotesque feeling. You put on you're freshly showered, you put on a fresh shirt, fresh pair of pants, and 2 minutes later, you feel like a skank. And for Easy E, let's see, $10. Let's give you. It's not exactly a YouTube chat, but you deserve it because you super chat all the time, and I thank you so much for that. Shag Daddy, hey, Shag Daddy Rocks is here. Work weeks are the ailment. Upvote is the antidote. I love that. Work weeks are the ailment. Do it Bon Jovi style. Work weeks are the ailment. Upvote is the antidote. Ricky McIntyre, how are you feeling on this good day, sir? Convalescing from his horrible Montreal. I know it wasn't a hit and run, or was it? You didn't tell me. Is it? Hope it wasn't. Trizology. What happened to Who Needs a Drink? I don't know because I had my head up my own hole today, so I don't know what happened. I hope he's okay. He said, he messaged me. We usually talk on the phone like girls. We did not do so. We have not done so in several days, so I'm sure there's lots to catch up on. He just said schedule it for Bashers and the Oisin O'Malley channel, which I hath done. Therefore, more people in the room. Bert Dundee is here. Hey, Dirk. Hey, Bert. How are you? Tim G. Let go, you Irish superstar. Thanks very much. Jem Hader is here. Greetings from across the great pond. Oh, man. My niece who lives in London town, she is a barrister there. And she's on a plane as we speak, coming home. She's going to a wedding, I think, up in Martha's Vineyard. Photo Dave Jack says, no drinking tonight? Yeah, well, fuck that. Yes, there is. I'll just wait for the big guy to show up. I generally tend to, because I'm a lightweight. I mean, I can drink wine with the gang, but, there used to be a time. There was a time when I used to drink more. I mean, never excessively. I'm not that kind of person. But, when the wine club was in town, the wine club is Emmett O'Malley, Dana O'Malley, Paul Stipkovich, and myself. That is the wine club. And we used to go to Casa O'Malley here when they lived in New York City, and we would drink fine vintages of French varietals and they moved away almost 6.5 years ago. So I'm out of practice. Not a whole lot of hell of a lot of drinking. So I don't start early in the show. I will start later in the show. So start going Foster Brooksy, then, which hopefully doesn't happen. Chris Herbert's here. Happy Friday, Dirk. Happy Friday to you, Chris Herbert. Vasilios from Greece. Yasu, good evening. Hope you all are well. Hope you're well too. Tom B is here. Hey, Tom. Oshin's not here. Oshin, are you planning to bring out a watch range to complement your wallets? You bet he is. He'll be here soon, though, Tom. I guess he was really busy. He's been editing like a madman. Does anybody else procure their own seltzer the way that I have done? It's really great because, okay, it's one plastic bottle that I don't have to buy, or a glass bottle, and recycle. And I'm going to drink this entire bottle. So if I wind up drinking this entire bottle, that I'm not like, I love you, man. Jem Hader. Where have you been all my life? Scott Wexlin is here. Good evening, all. Hooray, je suis le mort. Do ye more souls than over? I have more souls. Yeah, because the big guy's not on. Carlos Poggy's here. Hey, Big D and the Basharistas. Great to see you, Carlos Poggy, in the room. CW Watch Enthusiast. Hey, Dirk. Happy Friday, everyone. And he's got the Irish flag. Great to see it. Dean says, what wine do you get? I actually went in there. I got 2 bottles of wine. I got my Margaux that I always get. But this, I couldn't pass this up because the deal was great. I think I've had it before. It's Chateau Parabon. It's a Haute Medoc, but it's 2006. So that's the reason why I got it. And the price was right. It was ready for this. It was like $28. And it's 13%, which is so my wheelhouse. Because 14 and up, it's just dirky drunky. And that might be fun for your entertainment, but not fun for mine. Angelo Minichello. Good evening, all. How are you? Chris on the Upper East Side. Gin and tonic on the Upper East Side. I hope you're. What's your pleasure for gin? As a longtime barman myself, I'm always curious as to what labels people go for, because gin is an artful drink, unlike vodka, which most bartenders and mixologists and anybody else in that world. Most people consider vodka to be a neutral distilled grain spirit, and no matter how many times you drill it and distill it and whatever it's still just booze. It's a one-way ticket to hell. So, but gin is a very good one. So it doesn't really matter if you drink Fleischmann's in the rack, it's not that much worse than it might taste a little bit worse because of filtration and stuff like that. There's very little art that goes into vodka. Gin is unlike whiskey. Whiskey is probably the most artful. Something I don't like, unfortunately. I wish I enjoyed the taste of it. I am a little jealous of the whiskey drinkers out there because it's so artful and beautiful and historical and all those things. And I wish I liked it, but I don't. It tastes like a Band-Aid to me, especially the good stuff. When you open up a box of plasters or Band-Aids, that smell, that's what with single malts, especially all the peaty shit, smells like to me. But gin, I'm curious, Chris, as to what gin is your pleasure. Everybody's been going Hendrick's, which is a cucumber derived. I mean, its top note is cucumber. I don't know. I could drink gin. I don't like booze at all. I don't like any liquors really. But if I had to pick one of them, it would be gin. And I wouldn't have a martini. I would have it, doused in something like tonic or I don't know, something with fruit in it. Chris on the Upper Side, gin and tonic. You said that right. Oh, there's 2 of them. Can't do brown booze. Body hates it. Yeah, well, that happens for a lot of people. It's really funny. Paul was allergic to gin. His mom's allergic to gin. And for some crazy ass reason, he's no longer allergic to it. Like I'm not allergic to cats anymore. New Amsterdam is good for them. Yeah, that's a better quality one. I mean, the shit ones are the shit ones, but there isn't. Once you get to a certain level, what's that brand? Tito's. I don't know if you guys have that across the pond, but in America, there was a Texas brand that came out maybe only 10, 12, 15 years ago. And it's called Tito's. And it's very bare bonesy looking with the plasticky cap. And it took over the vodka market. It just destroyed everybody. Just completely and utterly obliterated the vodka market. So Absolute, Stoli, no one cares. They all want a Tito's and soda, whatever. And no one drinks vodka tonics in America anymore. I don't know why. I know it's real big in Europe, as is Scotch and as whiskey Cokes. And vodka Coke, that's a big one for the UK. You guys drink vodka with Coke. That is completely not done here. Very strange how popular it is in one place and not in the other. I mean, it's a major staple drink. But once you get to that middle, like Tito's, it's kind of 5 times distilled. Big deal. It's just vodka. That's all it is. Easy says, all good. Hey, watch, it's Brian. Sip Smith's is my favorite gin. A very high quality elixir indeed, sir. You are a man of taste and distinction. You are a man of distinction, a real big spender. Good looking indeed too, so refined. So wouldn't you like to know what's going on in my mind? So let me get great tune. Andrew Olkovich says, I loved gin over ice with a lime, sometimes with tonic. Tasty and refreshing. Gin is. I'll tell you, the first time I ever tasted a gin and tonic was with Mr. Emmett O'Malley at a bar called Ulysses in New York City. As I said, I don't drink booze. And he goes, you'll like these. And I was like, these are delicious. And I had like 4 of them. It was way too easy to drink. Tanqueray of Bombay for gin, says Shag Daddy Rocks when he chooses gin as his elixir of preference. Top 3 Bordeaux favorites. D Wood. Number 1, Pichon Longueville Comtesse de Lalande, which is a deuxième. It is a second growth classification. My absolute favorite, as is Dana O'Malley's. We called her the lady. That is our absolute favorite. My second favorite that I've ever had or that I can afford would be a better question, D Wood, because I have had the opportunity with Mr. Oisin O'Malley of drinking Chateau Petrus, which is unclassified because it's on the wrong bank. But it is considered one of the greatest wines in the world, and I will say that it was the greatest wine I have ever tasted. It was a 1998 Petrus, and he brought it over. He got a special deal on it. We had it for my birthday in 2014. I just recently saw the photograph, and we drank it over the course of 5 hours. We let it just change and morph into all the beauty that it is. So I can't really say. Yeah, so you say that I can sort of afford. Okay, so Pichon Longueville Comtesse de Lalande. I don't know. I guess it's interchangeable for 2 and 3. I don't know. I have to get back to you on that. I don't know, because I look in the store and I kind of vacillate between. I would okay. I can. I would say Brain de Cantenac Margot would be number 2. And also the Petite Brain de Cantenac. It's called Le Brain. I get that one. And honestly, that I would say probably the Pichon Comtesse Reserve. It's a much cheaper variant of the big girl, of the lady. So it's the little girl, we call her. I just love Pauillac. Pauillac all day. Pomerol would be if I could afford it, but I can't. So blah, blah, blah. Thanks for asking. Easy says Bombay Sapphire and Grey Goose was popular. Yeah, they were. And Grey Goose, the restaurant I worked in for 100 years never even carried Grey Goose because it became so prohibitively expensive and people got furious. Dr. Bob's Nightmare, $2. Taka pure crab vodka. Pure crap vodka. Photo Dave Jack says vodka Coke has been the worst drink I've ever had. Yeah, I've never had it. Neve is here. Look, it's Neve O'Malley. Wild Atlantic Irish gin, she says. Is that your tipple, dearest? She is, of course, the sister of our legendary co-host, Mr. Oisin O'Malley. She of incredible intellect and wisdom. I turn to her for many an opinion and respected at every turn. How are you, darling? Great to see that you're tuning on into the Bashtards. Easy's here. Ever been to Doc Watkins, an Irish bar on the Upper East Side? Easy, I have not. Is it good? I don't really go to bars. Not my thing. Guy Hayton, Tanqueray, number 10. Yeah, I'll tell you a funny story about when I went to a wedding with Dana. I had to be her escort because Emmett was on tour, and we went to London, and everyone was drinking Gordon's. Now, Gordon's in America is considered pond scum. It comes in a clear bottle with an orange label, and it's it's just it's the cheapest shit. Hobos are on the street drinking it. It's just considered crap. However, in the United Kingdom, and I think only in the United Kingdom, it comes in this beautiful, very, very thick green glass bottle with beautiful labeling. And it's highly, highly sought after as a quality drink. And I even asked the barman, I said, wow, is that a different Gordon's? And he said, completely. But it is the same brand. They just produce a different elixir for that place. So, and the British have a lot to do with gin now, don't they? D Wood says that you can serve for so I would say that I have a couple of empty bottles on my shelf, and when Oisin gets on the show, I'll go grab them. There are a couple of and there he is. Oh, he's out on the town. Oh shit, he's in Milan. Oh wow. That's why he's doing a Basher's remote, kids, ladies and gentlemen, in Milano, Oisin O'Malley.
You can change my name, my stream name. I put it Ush, USH, and it auto corrected to Hey, HEY, and just sent me in. Anyway, yes, I'm in Piazza Duomo. I'm here for Lydia's birthday.
Buon compleanno.
So I just dropped her off in an Uber, and I realized, because we spent the evening together, I completely missed, what's it called? Who needs a drink?
Yeah, everybody was asking about that.
Yeah, I was thinking, oh yeah, we'll hang out, we'll have a bite to eat, then I'll do a who needs a drink with her. But in the end, we just were hanging out together, and it's just,
as it should be.
Alone time, the two of us. So
as it should be.
Yeah, much nicer. So I just said, okay, fuck it, I'll come on later. Maybe I'll do a gonzo tomorrow from Milan to make it up to everyone.
That's a great idea. Everybody would love that.
Yeah, man.
Everybody would love that. So you went to dinner at a nice restaurant. Is today the night? Is this birthday night?
No, tomorrow is.
Tomorrow, great.
It's very bad looking. You say happy birthday when it's not your actual birthday.
Okay.
So
good to know.
We had an interesting. It was really weird because I met her at the Campari, the Campari place over there.
My favorite place. Yeah.
Yeah, which is closed now because it's for spritz. So we met there, and AP let me know that my watch was ready to pick up.
Fast.
Very, very fast. I was talking to Elena in there. I was like, you know how many stories I've heard about people waiting months and months and months and months? And she goes, no, that's over. That's the old days. It's not like that anymore. I told you it'd be a lot faster. So it was. And so we had set, I got into town at 4:30 and I met Lydia at 5 here. And then we had an appointment at AP House at 6. So we had a drink and a chat. And I gave her a prezi. I checked into my hotel, which I'm heading to right now because I realized I stepped out without a cigar and I want to smoke a cigar and sit in the Piazza Duomo.
Perfect.
With you guys and have a chat. So I'm just walking back. So in a minute I'll pop off for a second and I'll come back in. But anyway, it was the weirdest thing ever. We went to AP House.
Oh, with Lydia.
With Lydia. So you already saw AP House on the channel a few weeks ago. I was there with Elton and Naren. So we go in, and it's all smiles and staff and first class fucking service and all. And they bring us in to this room, and they're like, so sit down here. And we sit down in this weird room, and they strap stuff to our feet and to our hands. These detector sensor things. And then they stick headsets on us that look like the Apple fucking, whatever it's called.
Because we don't care anymore.
Because we don't care. And they open these doors and we go into this huge room with all these bars and weird things. And then they send us into this Audemars Piguet virtual reality world. It was bizarre. and you're walking around, like you literally have to walk around this garden and stuff. You're walking, you know, you're basically in this virtual environment, and whenever there's like a breeze coming through the window, there's actual fans that blow air in your face, and then you wind up on this thing that goes through the water, and this sea spray, and you get sea spray in your face. It was like a whole
what?
Lydia was like, I just met you 5 minutes ago, and now I'm in a virtual reality dimension. It was super fucking crazy. So
That's insane.
It was insane. So
what kind? Do you even know what technology they were using there?
I asked the dude, and he's like, "Dude, it's so complex. We have a whole room next to this room with the servers and the, you know." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm just wondering, like, is the headset based on the Apple thing or the HTC Vive or the what I have, the Meta Quest 3, but it was something way more advanced. Anyway, it was really cool, and then we walk out, and they bring us around the place again, like the last time. Oh, first, before anything, I was brought into the room where they deliver your watch back, and now I have it back. Here it is on the wrist.
Wow!
Completely repaired and perfect and beautiful, and signed off on that. They gave me an AP pouch.
I was gonna say, what kind of AP swag did you get?
No, just an AP pouch, but they're expensive, those things. So honestly, I had a pouch ready, but I hid it, so they would give me one, but they didn't even ask; they just gave it to me. And yeah, it was. Then they brought us out onto the terrace. We went up on the roof, looked around the roof, but there was a private event starting for some other client, some other customer.
Yeah.
And so they were getting ready for that. And then we went down to a different floor where there was a beautiful terrace. And we sat out and we had Negronis in the beautiful summer evening or early summer evening. And it was great. I'm going to pop into the hotel, grab a smoke, and I'll pop back on in 2 minutes, okay?
We're here.
You hold the fort.
I'll hold the fort down for you. And when you get back, Timepiece Adventures wants to know why you had to have it repaired. So just have that story